Hey guys, Brickset here, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Keeper's Village. So here is the set all built up, and as you can see, it's a little bit too tall for my frame right here, but that is okay. So it's kind of comprised of, I don't know, I'd say like 3 different sections, and it kind of folds out. But we'll take a closer look at that a little bit later, but I do just kind of want to spin it all around. Yeah. Obviously, this is kind of meant to be displayed from one side. The back is pretty plain, but the colors are fine, so that works for me. But yeah. Starting over here on this side, we have this little beach area, and I do really like how this looks. There's a lot of play features hidden in here. And it only connects to the rest of the model based on like this one clip back here, and then it just kind of folds in, but it's kind of surprising. It's very loose, so just be careful when you're moving. But I do really like just this section right here, and honestly, like if there was a set and it was like just this with like half the minifigures, that would be awesome. Like I just really like what they have going on here with all of the landscaping and like this area, with these spikes and stuff. And there's just a lot of greenery all around. There's a little sticker warning you of the islanders there, and I like how they kind of have you put on the sticker, but then it's like hidden behind this plant right here. And yeah, there's a lot of play features. So you get to the beach and you do get a nice crab. There's some leaves right here, and actually, one of the I think more exciting play features of the set is you can have this tree down like this, and then your unsuspecting ninja friend, sorry Cole, can walk along here, and they kind of fall off when you do it that way, but you know, if they're standing there, then you can push this lever back here and the tree pops up, which captures the ninja. And I really like how that works, and I like how it's like, normally when they do like a hidden trap or something, it's like pretty obvious. And like, of course you have the chain here, but like they actually like camouflage this really well. So I do appreciate that. And I do like how it kind of like, I like the motion, with the, you know, the chain and then the tree up there. You do have another play feature right here. Again, sorry Cole, where basically, if someone stands here, then it'll just knock this leaf out of the way. Oh, and it fell off. Yeah, it just kind of sits there, and then it's a really small motion. But that reveals this stud shooter back here, or this tile shooter, and that has 3 purple 1x1 round tiles in it. And those can just stack in there, and you can fire them off one at a time. And it works pretty well, though I don't really want to look for tiles the rest of my day, so I won't be doing that. You do have that little skull there, and yeah, this other tree back here. I don't really like how skinny the trunk is. I mean, it's using a flex tube piece. It's simple, but I don't know, I guess with like this leaf piece, I just feel like the tree should be bulkier. But I mean, that's such a minor thing. Moving on to the main build, of course it attaches to this clip right here, but we do have this spiral staircase that sort of wraps up that side, and there's a couple of places where the other side kind of runs in at an angle. This nice staircase here has been in a couple of other sets, but it looks really nice here, and I like how they incorporated some leaves into that. Up front you have a white spear, which is a kind of a rare color for that, and then you do have another shield that's kind of throughout the wave in some of the villain characters. Wrapping around here, you do have this sort of like, I guess, more volcanic area. You have this head here, and then there's kind of this mouth that lava is spewing out of. I have not seen the island at the time of recording this, so I don't know the full story behind this, but this is in trailers. I do know that, so but I don't really know what it does. And this does fold out. We'll take a look at the interior in a second. But I do also want to point out the power blast piece here, because that's some really nice part usage. Kind of a nice a nice like lava fall piece. And then there's this little kind of built up fire up here, and I also really like that. I like these cheese slopes kind of looking random. And yeah, there's just a lot of like interesting rock work going on here. Looking around at this side, there is a little like jail cell. You have a bucket in there, a place for a figure to stand. And this stuff on the wall, which is actually really interesting, where if you kind of press down on the leaf, you'll notice that the mouth flips up, which then allows you to actually crawl under and escape. So that's interesting. I guess when I like first saw this, I kind of figured that you would escape kind of through the mouth instead of like the mouth closing and then you escape underneath it. But it's fine. Also, a little bit of a problem is when you escape, you're going to be walking on lava. Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure what's up with that. I'll wait for the TV show before I like completely judge this section. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a little odd to me. And then, yeah, you do have this interior here, which is much more easily accessed from the back. And it's pretty plain. There's a ore there, and then basically this bucket, which has some water, a fish, and a carrot in it. And that just rests on the flames. It's kind of, it's fine how they did this, though the barrel does not stick down, which actually happened to me earlier. You have that nice spiral staircase that they kind of stole the build from. Oh no. Yeah, so just be careful of that. The barrel's loose as well, and the stuff inside of it's obviously loose. For like storage, you could just like throw it on the studs over here to kind of give yourself a little bit more ability to tip the set without having them completely spill out. Wrapping around at the top, we have this another kind of pole here, and then you have Chief Mamatus's throne. And this is built up pretty nice. I do like that stair step effect, but I do wish that this was just a little taller. It feels, I think it's because of the stair step, maybe. Like if you didn't have this like gradual incline, then I maybe would feel differently. But as it is, it just kind of feels like the chair's on the ground a lot, and I don't really like that. Putting the chief in there, the chief does have a cape, but it actually works pretty okay. You just kind of bend this part back, sit him down, and then kind of just crush the cape up inside there. But it is that very flexible fabric, so it works pretty well. And he can sit there and be menacing. Then the only other thing next to him is this tower of, I'm not sure what they are called in the show yet, but this structure, which has been in the trailers. You basically have these sort of three heads on this like totem pole, and they do separate into three different units, and they can all fight individually, and they do stack. And they're built pretty nicely where they actually like lock in place, but they pull out really easily, which is nice. And they're all pretty much the same, where they have sort of the posable arms and whatnot. And they're all built up slightly differently, which is nice. Makes it less repetitive. This one's fangs are kind of like, there's these horns, which I think are supposed to be teeth, kind of pointed out. This one has it right in the middle. And this does make really nice use of every single piece in the like Ninjago weapon pack they've been using for a while, which does come in white in this set. And I think throughout this wave, I believe that is new. The top one, you do get to these two like lightning things, and then of course that I'm blanking on the name of this as well, but this piece comes in every island set, but it is a really cool piece. So yeah. Dual molded, looks really nice, and you can set it up there. You can hide the lightning, and then when you place it up to awaken this creature or whatever, you can turn them up. So it's subtle, but it works, and I like that these actually hide away pretty nicely. They're there, but they're kind of concealed from a lot of angles, actually. The whole totem pole stands on this little red Technic nub, and this actually kind of pivots back and forth just barely. But what that has the cool effect of doing, though it does make it a little bit more difficult to place it on, but once he's on there, it tips back and forth a little bit, and I do really like that. I don't know, it's cool. You can have it sort of angled to one side, or you can like have it be rocking back and forth as it comes alive, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much everything in the set. Let's take a look at those minifigures. So for the Ninja in the set, you do get Kai, Cole, and Jay. They're all wearing their new island attire, and I really do like these outfits. I especially love Kai's. It just looks really great, and Kai gets some machetes. Cole has kind of a scythe that's made using a machete, and then Jay has a machete on the end. I guess that's kind of the weapon theming for this subwave. Just the overall theming of this whole wave, I know it's really small, but the theming is still like really strong to me, and I do appreciate that. They all have their new molds for like the bandana pieces, though I don't think... I want to say Cole's is new for that color combo, but I want to say that was in some of the Ninjago movie sets. And I know Kai's was in his Epic Battle set from January of this year. And while it is almost cliche to say it at this point, I'm kind of sick of the faces. I would love some new head prints, just some different expressions for each of the ninja. But I do really like the torso prints, and I think that these designs are honestly some of my favorite that we've gotten in the most recent years. Kai's especially. And I do really like the return of that shoulder armor piece. It was one of my favorites, just with a single sword scabbard on the back. And they all have it, and it looks so uniform, and I really like that. Removing all of their extra stuff, there's a better look at their front torsos and the backs and alternate faces as well. For the villains in the set, you do get the Thunder Keeper and then Chief Mamatus. So the Thunder Keeper has this really nice mask piece. Taking that off, you can see the face underneath, and he comes with this like really long sort of pick thing. There's a look at that. And then the back as well. There is some printing on the back of the head, which I do appreciate. And though this face is actually one of the faces used in the Polaric minifigure from the Jungle Dragon, but it's completely covered up here, so it's honestly nice that we even got a print, because they could have just given us a blank minifig head. Because, you know, the mask is there the whole time. Then Chief Mamatus comes with this lightning staff, this really nice headpiece, which actually just uses some spikes inserted into some slots there. There's a little bit of printing on there. Yeah, this is just a really cool piece, I think. The Chief does have his unique torso and face prints and leg prints, and then one of those flexible capes. And there's a little bit of a back expression. I guess it's just a slightly more open mouth. And then there's some back torso printing as well. So overall, this is, I think, my favorite set from the wave, just because I do really like play sets, and I love the minifigure selection here. I think these are like my 3 favorite Ninja, and I love the outfits in this season. The only exclusive figure in this set is Cole, so if you are a Cole fan, this is the set to get. Kai, Jay, the Chief, and then actually the Thunder Keeper all come in the more expensive Catamaran Sea Battle, so it's kind of nice that there's not a whole lot of exclusive figures in that set. In fact, none of the figures in that set are exclusive, but in this one, Cole is exclusive. So you can get this instead of the Catamaran Sea Battle, and you will be able to get every single character still, which I do really appreciate, that there's just kind of options for that. Sometimes they lock cool characters behind the most expensive sets. So yeah, I really like it for that reason. $50 in the United States. It's 632 pieces, so at a price per piece perspective, we're doing really well there. And yeah, there's just a lot to really like here. And there's a lot of like iconic stuff. I haven't seen the special yet, but from the trailers, this is in the trailers. This is in there. The Chief's Throne, obviously. And yeah, so there's just a lot to like here, though it isn't much of a village, I would say, for being called the Keeper's Village. Not really a village, but I do really like it still. I just love all the details, and all the color scheme of it's really nice. So yeah, that's going to do it for me for this review. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you're new, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to tune in to the live stream on Tuesday, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.